So I took the bus, the Greyhound, to get to Early Beach. And yes, it was quite rough night because I slept in the bus, but I was so sad. I was crying on the bus, and people were asking me if I was alright, but I was just sad. And that's Early Beach. I went there, and the first thing I ate was a really nice acai bowl, and I loved it. It was expensive, but I really liked it. So I'm gonna read the stuff that people wrote in my book. And I didn't read it before, like I saw some like snippets of it. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna make me emotional. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy I had this adventure. I'm so happy that I signed up for that, even though honestly I didn't have a clue what would happen. Because I signed up for it because I wanted to have something to do after my boyfriend left. And now I'm like, I gained so much more. I gained so much more than just having like a distraction or something to do. I gained friends. I gained so many memories. I'm just so happy that I did it. I'm also sad that I had to leave last night. It's more that I wanted to leave. I could have stayed longer, but I only have 3 months in Australia. Actually, only 2.5. And I could have stayed there forever. I could have lived there for a couple of months, but I want to see more. I heard often that you should always go when it's the best. Go at the highest and not at the lowest, because that's how you're gonna remember it. So I guess that's what I did. After having the best sunset swim, after having an amazing day with breakfast with all of them together, and all the other stuff that we did yesterday, I could leave, and I left on a totally high note. Honestly, I don't think I had a low note in that part, but it was so amazing, and I'm so glad I did it. Oh, crying. Like my life. I don't know what I expected this to be, but I read the first 2 people already. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I did this. I love you guys. I don't know if you will ever see that, but I love you all. So I think the first 2 nights I stayed in a really big hostel, and honestly I really did not like it that much because it was like so big, the kitchen was so big. But the next day I did the rafting and snorkeling on the Whitsundays, and that was honestly really beautiful. And the snorkeling was kind of interesting because I feel like I saw less than I saw the first time I was snorkeling, but I was still snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef, which makes it like crazy to me that I've been there. Like seeing these videos, knowing that I swam with fish in the Great Barrier Reef, and I actually spotted a turtle while I was swimming there, but sadly it's not on a video, but like I know I saw a turtle in the wildlife. Is crazy to me, and I'm so happy I did that, even though it was really expensive. To be honest, I was quite unlucky with the weather we had because in the morning it was raining a lot, so we were really cold, and after we went swimming it was better, but at the Whitehaven Beach it was so cold and I was freezing, which is kind of bad. And then I changed the hostel. I got into another hostel, and that was way better because it was smaller. And then I already went to Cairns. It's so funny to see how much I had to carry around, even though I wasn't even like carrying that much stuff. I knew people way more stuff, but it's still funny. And I went into an art exhibition, and it was about like indigenous art, and it was kind of interesting, to be honest. And I really like going to art exhibitions while I was in Australia, so that was definitely a win for me personally. And even though I don't think Cairns is the most beautiful city, it was still nice to be there and to see it. And that was like to the beach, close to the beach, and that was like calisthenic area, and I just did some stuff there for fun because honestly I didn't really had a lot to do while I was in Cairns because I wanted to go diving, but it was so expensive, so I decided not to do it. I bought a new dress, and honestly I really like that dress. I am in the world's oldest rainforest right now, and if I'm lucky, I'm gonna go swimming in Josephine Falls. If I'm not, I can't because it's too dangerous. But better be safe than sorry, so it's alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. So that's Josephine Falls, and sadly I couldn't go swimming in there, but apparently it's like really rare to go swimming in there. But I was sad. I was honestly more sad about the fact that they like advertised this tour with it. And that was a spider, so honestly it was quite big, but it was so interesting to see a bigger spider. And then we walked a little bit more around in the rainforest, even though there are like paths that are like for visitors, so we only used these parts. I was not in the rainforest without anything. And we drove back to Keynes, and honestly I was kind of happy to see all that. Oh my goodness, I just ran 10 kilometers and it feels good. So when I went to Magnetic Island, I met a friend that I met in Agnes Water, and we were in a hostel and a private together. It was so nice because sleeping in a private, even though with one person, but like sleeping in a private after such a long time, just sleeping in big dorms is so nice. And you were always able to like feed like these birds. It was so cool because one of the birds was actually sitting on me. And of course another sunset. And then on the next day there is like this wallaby hill, and you were able to like bring carrots, and then you could like give them to them, and then they were eating them. And look how cute is this wallaby. And it was so crazy because they were coming so close to get the carrots. And it was honestly so crazy to me to be so close to these animals. And that's my friend, she was trying to give another wallaby another carrot. Yes, it was breathtaking. And another reason why Magnetic Island is so famous is because there is like a park where there are like a lot of koalas staying and sleeping. So we were actually able to see some koalas in their wild area, so you can spot them, even though it's quite difficult. But there are 2 koalas on that tree. And I had another stopover in Early Beach just to go south again because I decided I wanted to fly. Let's go to Agnes. I'm happy. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to go back. Spend their week. And then heading down south to Gold Coast, and then I'll go to Sydney, and then I'll fly to Auckland, New Zealand. That sunset was so magical because we actually saw dolphins. Sadly you can't spot them on the videos, but they were like jumping across the sunset. It was so magical. And I was so lucky that I went back to Agnes because I got really sick. And then my friends helped me, but I was sick. I had an ear infection. Realizing this is my last night in Agnes Water for forever. And then I did something crazy. I got a tattoo. So my friend made the tattoo, and I always said I'm not gonna get one, but all my friends got one. I was like, fuck it, I also want to have a tattoo, so I got the tattoo. And of course we did another really amazing swim with my friends. It was just magical. I love these people, honestly. If you saw the last part of me and Agnes Water, you've always also saw that me and my friend were trying to do this thing and we entertained the whole hostel. And we tried again, and this time we managed to actually do it really good. So I'm really proud of it. And then I went to Gold Coast, and it was just another stop, to be honest, but it was also quite nice because there is still some stuff I wanted to see there, so I was able to combine it, and it was really cool. And honestly, the sunset, I love them. I think I like this little life. So there was a night I actually booked my flight back home. And I was really sad. I was so sad. I couldn't believe I actually did it. I just saw the location of the JuiceNet cafe of this series that I watched as a kid. It's just a water. And yeah, I know it's so funny because like obviously like doesn't really do anything like profitable for me, you know what I mean? But like I loved it when I was a kid. It feels kind of surreal because I was like standing there, and now it's not anymore like a cafe or anything close to that. But I was just like standing there. I was like, I remember the scenes they filmed here, like obviously not all of them, but a bunch. And I know, just felt kind of surreal. And now I'm gonna go back to the bus, trying to get the next bus to go to one of the houses of the girls. Yes. Only tomorrow, the day after, then I'm flying to New Zealand. I'm gonna leave Australia. It's kind of sad, but it's time to move on. And it's fucking expensive here, so I know New Zealand's still gonna be expensive, but I already booked a bunch of stuff for there, so I don't have to book everything. I do actually think that I made it to the spot from, like, to the place from the intro, but I'm not 100% sure because it does look a little bit different than how it looks in the actual like intro, but like the main features are there, except for this ocean, because the tide is currently like farther away from the beach. But yes, I think I made it. Pretty sure you're not able to understand me at all because of the fact that the ocean is there, and the ocean is in fact loud. But I found a really cute shell at the beach, and just based on the fact that this is like the beach from the intro, I was thinking about just taking it with me. I fucking ran to the harbour bridge, and now I ran across it. And then I'll take the bus back. Yes, because it's my first run since I've been sick, and it's a long one. And Derek's running like crazy. Oh my goodness. This is my last hostel in Australia. Maybe not forever, but definitely for a while. And honestly, it's kind of crazy. I'm pretty happy because I feel like I got a really good hostel. So yeah, let's see. One last night in Australia. Tomorrow flight to New Zealand. Oh, this hostel is so good. I'm so impressed. Didn't pay a fortune for it. I think last time I was here, I paid same amount. Pretty sure it should be same amount. And it was just such a shitty hostel. And now I'm paying like less or same amount. And it's such a good hostel. Just me, it'll be fun. What the fuck? I've been in Australia on my own for almost 2 months. I'm proud. I'm fucking proud of myself. No, it's not. It's not been 2 months. 1.5. I don't know. I've been here for a while. I'm happy, and this is my last night in Australia. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna walk back to the hostel now, but it's gonna take me like 1.5, 2 hours. So it's not like it is a direct way. Okay, actually I don't know because I'm gonna walk without using Google Maps. But I could take the train, I could take the public transport. I just prefer walking around the city one last time, and then I'll probably get my backpack around 3ish. Get my backpack to the airport. I'll use the train for that part. And then I'll wait for a flight to New Zealand. And tonight, when I arrive there at 11:35, I think. But I mean, it's New Zealand time, so I'll arrive Australian time a little bit earlier. But I also have to like transit. I have to get into the country, all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna take a fortune of time. At least I hope so. But I can sleep in tomorrow. And I already booked my hostel, so everything is prepared. Everything is prepared.